Here are 12 stretches you can do at work to help you get more limber. So let's start with our first one. Our first one involves a chair. Our workout or our stretches is on the floor, so I'll be looking down. We have a shoulder stretch. With this stretch, we're gonna sit in our chair. Hands forward, clasp your hands together, and bring your palms away from your body. Make sure your posture is good with your shoulders rolled back and chest up, and push forward and hold for 15 seconds. And breathe. Our second stretch is going to be on our feet. We have another shoulder stretch. With this movement, we're going to focus on bringing our arms across the chest. So everything you need to know about performing a shoulder stretch. Have your feet about hip distance. Bring your left arm across the body. Get your right arm, hook that arm and pull it closer to your chest. And we're going to hold this for 15 seconds. And relax. Our third stretch we have is a upper body stretch. This one is like you're reaching towards the ceiling, or think about when you get out of the bed in the morning, you stretch, right? We're reaching up above our head, feet together, and you can lock your hands together if you prefer that, and just reach up, stretching through your shoulders. And breathe. Are your shoulders getting a little looser? Hopefully so. So we're gonna go into our next stretch. Our next stretch we have is a tricep stretch. We're gonna perform this overhead. This is another great effective stretch to loosen up and gain better mobility in our upper body. So to perform this, you're gonna take your left arm, reach up to the sky, bend at the elbow like you're scratching your back. Get your right arm, bring it up, and pull that elbow closer to your ear. Hold this stretch for 15. Whew, and rest. That felt really good. You can feel your lower back and your shoulders. So now let's go into our next stretch, which we have is shoulder shrugs. This one is a very common stretch you can do in your chair or standing, but we're gonna focus on shrugging our shoulders up and down. So with your palms facing away from your body, shrug your shoulders up and push them down till you feel your neck muscles release for 15 seconds. Good job. And shake it out. Relax. So let's go into our neck stretch, which is our neck tilts. With this one, we're going to be tilting our neck to each side. You can bring your hands behind you. And then go ahead and start this out with tilting your head to the right and left for 15 seconds. Make sure your shoulders are relaxed before you start. And relax. All right, we're gonna go into our next stretch. Our next stretch we have is all about the wrist and the forearm, which can take a toll depending on the job that you do. We wanna stretch out the muscles right through here. So with this exercise, we're bringing our hands up, I like to call prayer position, fingertips, and we're focusing on pushing in towards our body. We're gonna hold this for 15 seconds. Relax your hands, and we're gonna go downward for 15 seconds, elbows pointing out towards the side. Try to find your wrists and fingertips with this movement. Press firmly inward. Relax your shoulders. And breathe, shake it out. So let's go into our next stretch. Our next one we have is another upper body movement, which we have is a side stretch. So for this one, your left palm is down, okay? And your right arm is up. And we're gonna be arching our right arm over towards our right ear as we bend towards the left. So we wanna feel our lower back and our shoulders. If you struggle with back issues, don't bend so much. Focus on keeping your posture good and just reach overhead. We're focusing on pushing our hands down and reaching at the same time for 15 seconds. Go. And breathe. That felt really good. It's allowing me to figure out areas of my body that's tight. And as you're stretching with me right now, hopefully you're doing the same. You're seeing areas that you need to work on a little bit more. So let's go into our next stretch. Our next stretch we have is our back and hip stretch. This will involve your chair. So go ahead and grab that and we'll start in a few seconds. With this stretch, we're focusing on crossing our legs, left leg first, and we're placing our hand on our knee. Now I want you to think about your body like a face towel that you're wringing out, okay? We want to twist the body. So we're getting our right hand to our left knee, pulling that knee towards the left. As we pull that knee towards the left, our hand goes either to the back of the chair or to your stool to rotate your spine towards the opposite way that you're pulling. We're going to hold this for 15 seconds. and breathe. So with that stretch, you should have felt your lower back stretch out. This is one of my favorite stretches to do because it just really stretches you out and kind of brings your mind down as well, especially from a busy day. So let's go into our next stretch. Our next stretch we have is our hand, wrist, and forearm stretch. With this one, we're focusing on our upper body, so you will be standing for this one. With this stretch, our palms are facing away from our body. And we're focusing on just rotating our palms forward and back. So I'm thinking about my thumb, trying to rotate it out and then back towards my thigh. So this is just a simple movement to release any tension in our upper body and also stretch out the wrists, the forearms, and the shoulders for 15 seconds. And breathe. So we're down to our final stretch. Our final stretch is a lower back stretch. So if you are working a job where you are picking up a lot of heavy objects, or maybe you just have a very stiff back throughout your work day, this is a great one you can do standing or sit in a chair at home or specifically at work. So as we're in our chair, we're gonna place our hands behind our hips and get our thumbs and press against our back just gently, and we're gonna focus on arching back just a little bit like we're stretching up, okay? But instead our hands are gonna be by our side. I want you to stretch and push against your hips, push your hips forward, and then bring your shoulders back to a comfortable position that's for you. If this is too much stress on your back, just focus on shrugging your shoulders back instead for 15 seconds. Breathe. Good job. So thank you for joining me for your workplace stretch routine, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.